Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to be back and I'm super excited to share some value with you today. So I've taken a week off. I haven't posted in a week, but prior to this week, I posted every single day for a month. So that was a lot of input, and input is one of the two things I want to talk to you about today, the other being guilt. Now, guilt has this negative connotation around it. It's a bad thing, but I would like to argue that it's not. It's actually a good thing because guilt is an indicator that something is wrong. So the more days that I would go without posting, the more guilt I would feel because I'm used to putting in all this input and then I ceased it. So since I ceased putting in that input, I felt like something was wrong. I'm not used to putting in this low amount of input. I have been putting in some input in like productivity wise in my daily life, but posting wise, I haven't been posting. So my input in posting has ceased. So I gained this guilt. And this guilt is the indication that something is wrong. And if I didn't have that indication, I would probably continue to go without posting. But the more guilt that I accrued, the more incentive I have to post. And the more you put in anything, the more you get out. And I stopped putting in the input for a main reason that I'm going to discuss. But I have learned a lot from this past week because of it. So I don't regret not posting for the past week. I try not to regret anything because everything can be taken for value. Like, there is value in everything, and I think everything happens for a reason. So this week that I have taken a break of, it happened for a reason, and now I get to share all this value that I have learned from it. So guilt indicated that I need to put more in so I get this output, but the reason I stopped is because the input was quantity. I posted every single day, and obviously I try to make that super good quality, but if I want to put input that's way higher in quality, that's going to take a lot more time, sometimes even more than a day. So I can't daily put out this input that is way higher quality. I have to take more time to put into that. So after a month, I got that accomplished. I felt like I wanted to change it up a little bit. I wanted to go more towards quality than quantity, and because of that, it allowed me to have an excuse to not post every single day. And since that was taken away from me, I managed to go more than one day without posting. I went a whole week. It just flew by. And the truth is, I could have posted every single day for the past week, and that would have been way more input than, let's say, a project that I post today, which I had a project I was working on, but it didn't come out how I wanted it to, so I just kind of gave up on it. So I have no input whatsoever. And I think if I stayed consistent, kept with the quantity rather than the quality, then I would have all these tiny inputs. And even though it's not the greatest quality, that quality does add up. And I am trying to gradually improve. So as long as I keep improving my vlogs, my videos, then the quantity is the most essential part, because that quality will come with it. But I ceased the quantity, I ceased the input, and therefore I ceased my output. And like I said, I felt guilt because of that. But that guilt is an amazing thing. It made me feel like I'm not putting in the input that I once was, so I'm not going to get the same output, so it gave me that guilt. Now, before I was posting every single day, I had no baseline for what that felt like. It feels great whenever you're putting in a lot of input. But because I gave myself a baseline of what it feels like to post every single day, to give in this much input, it feels wrong if I'm not. So I'm grateful that I stay consistent every single day for a month. And I'm glad I took a week off so I can learn the amount of guilt I feel for not putting in the same input. So I was just really trying to figure out quantity versus quality. Obviously, both are super important, but I gotta find out how to do both. And I think I came up with a solution. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video every single day. Now, if that video doesn't reach the quality that I want, like let's say I have a super busy day where I just work all day, I train some clients, and I just don't have much content, I'm just busy doing boring stuff, then I can still make a video, but I just won't post it. I'll make it private. But I still kept that consistency. I still made a video, so it's still a habit of mine, and that way I don't lose that consistency. I keep that consistency while maintaining my quality. So I am going to try to do that, as well as post quality videos as much as I can so those can go public. I guess the whole lesson here is that every single day you have the opportunity to put in input. And if you don't take that opportunity, that time is going to fly by and it'll be a moment in the past that you can't get back. You had that opportunity to put in input, but you didn't take it, so you're not going to get the output because of it. There is so much output to be redeemed. You just have to put in so much more input, and you have the opportunity every single day. So every single day, I'm gonna work towards putting in that input, work towards improving my quality as a person, as a content creator, in all realms. Everything that I do, I want to be better in. Self-improvement, self-development, just trying to become better as a person. You can become better at anything you do. That is my goal. I just want to grow, and this is a form that I really want to grow in. So I did take a week off, and it sucks that I ceased my output because I ceased my input. We are growing towards 1,000 subscribers. I'm super excited for that, but I can't expect to reach 1,000 subscribers if I'm not putting in the input. I'm gonna get that snowball rolling again. I'm gonna gain momentum, and then before you know it, we'll reach 1,000 subs, and I'm gonna be putting out way more quality content and gaining even more subs. So it's all about momentum. It's all about input. Remember, guilt is a good thing. If you feel it, that's an indication. Find out why do you feel guilty, and there you have a solution to your problem. And second, input. You want to have quantity, but you also want to have quality. So find a healthy balance and just ensure that you put in that input. Thank you for watching. It feels good to be back. Let me know if you have any feedback. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, stay sedulous.